Greetings, this is Lucy from the NELF Explorer team at Harvard Forest. Today we will learn how to create and share customized NELF Explorer maps using links. A customized map is one that is showing a place and scenario combination of your choosing. For example, I put a link to a map I created right here in the title of this video. And instead of having to open NELF Explorer from scratch and set up the maps I want, I can click this link and see exactly what I want to see, which is recent trends and connected communities in the year 2050, just south of Portland, Maine. Using custom links can save you time in your meeting, workshop, or classroom, particularly if you're looking at multiple combinations of scenarios or multiple locations, because you can save each of the maps you want to look at as its own link in advance. Accessing NELF Explorer maps from pre-made links also gives you more control over how your collaborators or students interact with NELF Explorer. In this video, I'll first explain what customizations can be shared through NELF Explorer links and what customizations cannot be shared this way. Then I will demonstrate the process so you can see that yourself, and I'll end the video by offering some tips on how to best use these custom map links. So what content in NELF Explorer can you customize and share with a link? You can customize where the map is centered and how far zoomed in you are around that center. You can customize what scenarios you're showing and the year you're showing them in. You can also customize what type of area to show on the map, such as town boundaries. And if you choose to click on a particular area on the map, your selection will carry forward into the link. Things you cannot share in a customized link include a base map selection and which type of land, such as wetlands or prime farmlands, you're comparing the scenario outcomes for within a particular area. Now let's see what this means in practice. I have NELF Explorer open from the link I clicked on at the beginning of this video. Using this as a base, I'm going to create two slightly different maps to further illustrate what properties you can share through a link and which ones you cannot. So for this next map, I will add a different base map using this button on the left. I'm going to select the imagery hybrid, which will add additional labels and will also add roads, so we can visually see that we have in fact changed the base map here. I'm also going to add town boundaries to this map. Now that I have everything I want in this map, I'm going to copy the link and save it as map 1, along with a note to remind us of what we changed about this map. For the next map, I will start here, but I'll change the year to 2060 for both scenarios, and I'm going to click on one of these areas that we see on the map, such as Kennebunk. I'll get it into view, and I want to view the impacts to wetlands in Kennebunk between these two scenarios. Now I'll copy this link and save this as map 2. Now that I have my custom maps saved in these links, let's click on them and see what happens. When I click on the link to map 1, we wanted to see a different base map and also town outlines on the map. We see that our scenario and year selections are still customized as we want them, and the town boundaries are visible, but what we don't see are the roads and additional labels from that base map that we had changed. That base map did not carry through in the link because that's not something that you can share through a link. Map 2, we changed to 2060, and we had selected Kennebunk, and we wanted to view the impacts to wetlands in Kennebunk between recent trends and connected communities. We see that Kennebunk and our scenarios are still selected in the year that we want, but we don't see the impacts to wetlands anymore. We see the impact to flood zones, because this is also something we can't customize through a link. It just defaults back to the first item in the list, which is flood zones. With these example maps, we saw that we cannot share the base map selection or the type of land to compare impacts to, such as wetlands in our case, but we can share a specific pair of scenarios in a particular year and place. If and when you do this, just remember that the NELF Explorer does not work in Internet Explorer. You don't want to click on your map link and then have your web page automatically open in Internet Explorer. To avoid this, make sure your device's default web browser is not Internet Explorer. And if you do click on a map link and it accidentally opens an Internet Explorer, you can always copy that link and paste it into a compatible web browser like Firefox, Chrome, or Safari, and hopefully you will have still saved time compared to navigating in NELF Explorer from scratch. This wraps up our video on creating and sharing a custom NELF Explorer map using links. Let us know how you're using NELF Explorer by commenting on this video with a link to the maps you're looking at, and stay tuned for future videos.